What's going on, Master Duel fans? James here again. Last day of 5 Stars and Under Festival. So this is the very last time for the bonus clips to upload. And of course, to celebrate that, after the festival matches, we got 2 bonus clips for you guys from Ranked Duels. So for the festivals, it is Majespecters alone taking on Pacifist Stun of sorts. And for whatever the reason, Mekanko Sharks. Quite janky. And then for the ranked duel version is where Majespecters are partnering it up with Allure Queens, taking on Memento and Zombie Swarm. With that being said, we are going to start first with the festival matchups. Majespecters going at it alone. And with this hand going first, this should be fine. Rio Normal Porcupine, Ties of the Brethren for Fox and Toad. Toad, set Tempest, and Fox getting Tornado, and set 2. So 2 negates and an interruption. Pacifist, set 2, and pass back. 13, 15, 15, and pass back. Top decks X-Draft. Set a back row, set a monster, and pass. Xyz Shoken into Draco Ryu. See Stealth Attack for another Pacifist. Whoa! That is a lot of defense. Also, loved Ghost Bell so much. Draco Ryu over Ghost Bell. Set 1 and pass. Opponent draw, opponent pass. Imperm to Draco Ryu. 23. And then the Pacifist player scoop. Rule of thumb, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever see the Pacifist field spell, if for some reason there's no token on the field, do not trigger anything by any means necessary. As for the list, 3 Megalo Smasher, 1 Veiler, 1 Ogre, 1 Ash, 1 Bell, 3 Planet Pathfinder for the sake of Pacifist, 1 Sakitama, Raigeki, Potter Duality, Desires, Extravagance, Talent, 3 Pacifists, 2 Super Polys, both glossed out, by the way, love it, 2 Call By, and Droplet. Traps, 3 Torrential, 3 Spiral Battle, 3 Spiral Power, 1 Imperm, 1 Primi Howl, 2 Fists of the Unrivaled Tenyi, and 3 Sea Stealth Attack. I think I never saw Primi Howl being used at all. So let's see what's up. It says, as a normal trap, declare 1 monster card name, normal monster card name. No battle damage involving the declared normal monsters or primite monsters for the rest of this turn. Then, if you control no monsters at all, free special the declared normal monster from deck or graveyard. Interesting. During your opponent's turn, you can banish this from grave Target one normal monster you control or in your graveyard. Take control of one monster your opponent controls with higher attack than that monster until the end phase. Underwhelming trap, but at the same time, in the current game environment, most Primite lists in general don't play the Howl. Extra that consists of 2 Mud Dragons, Diamond Dire Wolf, Antitopian. As for Antitopian, rank 4, Dark Warrior XZ that takes 2 level 4s in general to make it, 2000 attack, 2500 defense. When a monster declares an attack, detach one, change that monster to defense mode. Okay, so about a position change. And then while this card is in your graveyard as a quick effect, you can target one Utopia monster anywhere on the field, special this card in defense, and if you do, attach that monster as material. So +1 material. Hard once on Antitopian. Zodiac Trident, 3 Borbo, 3 Chakanine, Stealth Kragan. If you're wondering about how Stealth Kragan can be made, it's the 2 Megalo Smasher X from the get-go. And then 3 Wonky Quartet. Shoutouts to the group known as Wonky Quartet. Basically, Nim Nim, MBT, Farfa, and DZ. If you know, you know. And this next matchup, with this hand, this should be fine. Real Normal Raccoon getting Porcupine, set 2, and pass. Set 4, Toll in 2025. Let me just say this again, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't think the people in the back heard me. Toll in 2025. As a matter of fact, all the way back in September 2002 is when Toll was first released. Talk about a long time. As a continuous spell, each player must pay 500 life to declare an attack. And set 1. Real Normal Crew. Now, Toll Hike, however, that is a 2018 release as of October. Most cases about Toll Hike is that each player must send one card from their hand to the grave to declare an attack. So you got Toll and Toll Hike in terms of the comparison arts. So not only do I gotta pay 500 points, but send one card from hand to grave to declare an attack. Crew getting Wind. Wind should be Raccoon. Greed in 2025. Let me just say this again, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't think the people in the back heard me. Greed in 2025. All the way back in 2004 is when Greed first arrived. As a continuous trap, each player or each time a player draws cards because of a card effect, they take 500 damage during the end phase for each card drawn by the card effect. Okay, apparently my opponent is way past old school. Win for Fox. Fox. There's the floodgate. Porcupine for extension. And it's a if, not when, so it never misses timing. Porcupine, reset button, win. Exige Shogun into Castell. Castell, shuffle away Toll Hike. Storm, Chibi Fox, shuffle the monster. Pay 500 points to attack. And then stun scooped. Let's see the deck list. Okay, this is way past old school. 3 Needleworm, 3 Morphine Jar, one of which is glossed out. 3 Morphine Jar number 2. 3 Warm Worm. As an old card, level 3 Fire Insect, 600 attack, 1400 defense. If this card gets killed by any means necessary, send the top 3 of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. And Electromagnetic Turtle, just 1 copy. Spell lineup: Book of Eclipse, MST, 3 Chain Energy, 2 Toll, Card Destruction, Feather Duster, Raigeki, Dark Hole, and then Traps, 2 Disturbance Strategy, 2 Threatening Roar, 3 Dimension Wall, 1 Scrap Iron Scarecrow, Trap Trick Chapeau Nightmare, 2 Storming Mirror Force, Floodgate Trap Hole, 3 Present Card, 3 Trickstar Reincarnation, 2 Skull Invitation. By the way, new tryout coming soon. Skull Invitation ×2. The way how this event works is that each player will start off with 2 copies of Skull Invitation on both sides. So, Fat 60, aka Grass Decks, don't you dare use that grass looks greener. If you do, you're dead. 3 Greed, 2 Toll Hike, 1 Soul Levy, Levi. And then basically the whole entire extra deck, none of it matters with the exception of the fact that they are 3s and 2s. So the only ones that matter in terms of Exige summon plays, that would be 3 Herald of Pure Light, Chronomaly, Crystal Chrononauts, and 3 Virtual World Shell Jajas. And this next matchup with this hand can't do nothing. Simple. Well, not really simplified though, but real normal surfacing Big Jaws. Getting the glossed out Drake Shark. Free special. Shark Drake, of course, due to Drake Shark. 2 things. 1, cool on the summoning animation. And 2, did you just discard a Mekanko Equip spell? Yeah, something seems a little too nutty for this. Set 1 and pass. First attack, 31. Second attack, cancel that with Imperm. Set 2 and pass. Real normal Porcupine, Ties of the Brethren for Fox and Toad. Fox getting Tempest, Toad, set Wind, Storm, tribute Porcupine, spin back the Shardrake Levice, and set the other two. Set 1, and phase Wind tribute Toad for Raccoon, Raccoon getting another copy, and pass back. Real normal Raccoon getting Porcupine, free special, reset button Win, Fox to attack, Animales do tons of damage, Xyz shooken into Gossip Shadow, and Xyz shooken into Draco Ryu, both in defense specifically. Well, Gossip Shadow is high defense, and Draco Ryu in defense specifically because Lightning Storm is a card. And pass back. Arabesque, trigger, Wind, tribute Draco Ryu, reborn Porcupine, reset button the Wind, and scale the Draco Ryu. Aqua Jet surface for surfacing Big Jaws, Tempest, tribute Porcupine, negate destroy, and then Mekanko Shark Scoops. As for the deck list, 3 Ash, and then for the Shark cards to start, 3 Buzzsaw, 3 Surfacing Big Jaws, 2 Drake Shark, one of which is glossed out, 1 Hydro Jet Shark, 1 Armor Xyz, 1 Aqua Jet Surface, and then 1 copy of Virtue Stream, glossed out by the way, and full Armor Xyz. As for the Mekanko cards, Hare, Nini, 2 Huli, both are glossed out by the way, fantastic. 3 Hidden Armory, Snatch Steel, Metal Silver Armor as an old card. If you're not too familiar with this, Dark Blade's armor and a weapon, shout out to you on that one, as an equip spell, as long as this card remains face up in terms of equipping to a monster, your opponent cannot use the effect of a spell trap or effect monster that targets one monster except the equipped monster. If I was this convinced, I'm pretty much guessing Metal Silver along with Huli makes it somewhat semi-impossible. But at the same time, I find Magicalized Dust on Mop to be a lot better at the same time as I really thought, because Huli plus Dust on Mop makes it so that she can't be used as any material or any kind, or she cannot be kaiju'd by any means necessary, and the only real answer out of this would be either A, cards such as Boogie Eclipse, because does not target for one, or B, if for whatever the reason, in terms of if it's still legal, I believe it's Karma Cannon that's still legal for this event specifically. If not, let me know in the comments below, just in case. Otherwise, Boogie Eclipse is the biggest answer from the get-go. 1 Fire Dance, 3 Water Arabesque, Maya Washidori, 2 Toolbox. When it comes to Toolbox as a continuous spell, hard once on the effect. If you control a monster, reveal 2 equips with different names from the deck. Your opponent randomly picks one, and whatever is the card that didn't get added, it ends up going to the bottom of the deck. 3 Super Polys, 3 Imperm, Promise, Rivalry, Spirit Walk. as you rightfully should on the mechanical cards. Extra that consists of Elder Entity Entis, 2 Mudragon, courtesy of Super Polys, XZ Armor Torpedo, Levirtue Dragon, Shark Drake, Bahamut, 2 Stealth Kragans, 2 Stealth Kragan Spawn, 1 copy of a glossed out full armored Utopic Ray Lancer, Valiant Shark Lancer, XZ Armor Fortress, and Chaos 32 Shark Drake Levice. And now that the events have been ended, onwards to the ranked duels as part of the bonus clips. Allure Queen Majespecter reunited for the remainder of the season, taking on Memento as well as Zombie Swarm. Going back to ranked duels, with this hand, this should be A-okay. Real Normal Raccoon, Ash, that said Raccoon, Thrust for Tornado, Set 2, and Pass. Tatsunu Toshigo, Trigger, Tornado, Chibi Raccoon, Banish, Tatsunu Toshigo, Real Normal Anguish, getting Sleepy, Fire off the Droll, Anguish for 800 with the 1 set. Real Normal Raccoon, getting Porcupine, Porcupine free special, Link off into New, Fire off Imperm, New over Anguish, and Pass. Real Normal Sleepy, Tempest the Sleepy by Tribute New, Sleepy, Toss out Memento Fusion, and Pass. Top deck's another Tempest, which means I am forced to set Droll just in case. Gaddick, Tempest, Chibi Droll. For whatever the reason, in case if you guys never noticed about Droll and Lot Bird all this time, Wind Spellcaster application. Synergy with the Majespecter spells and traps. Simplified game state. Top deck's Cat gets in for a measly 100, adding Win, and face Win for Raccoon. Raccoon getting Porcupine and Pass back. Opponent doesn't do anything on the whole turn. Top deck's Dance, Porcupine, reset button to win. Dance for Queen 3, Real Normal. For Golden Queen, Golden. For Chaos, Chaos Queen, hook her up for Queen 3. You know what? I'm not gonna trip over this Nibiru. Dance, send the win, Soul Charge, all Allure Queens. And get this. If I recall correctly, we never even did the discard thing if we had extra cards in hand, but at the same time, based off from card advantage, we don't. So, based off from spells, only 4, so that fixes it up at the very least. And then Memento players scoops. So if I recall that one turn where opponent drew and passed, if I was this convinced, Thrust and Talent are cards. So let's see if it's on the list. Yep, I just knew it. Talent to be specific. Not Thrust, but Talent. So, Fiendsmith, Memento, as it seems. So, in most cases, the 1 Lurie, 1 Mace, 2 Goblin, 2 Maxi, Gaddock, 3 Ash, 2 Anguish, Sleepy, 3 Darkblade, one of which is glossed out, Lacrima, 3 Tatsunu Toshigos, Akihiron, 2 Fiendsmith Engraver, one of which is glossed out, Nibiru, Memento Combined Creation, 2 Imperm because the only trap, 2 Raigeki, 2 Talon, 2 Trat, Memento Midland, the field spell, 2 Call By, 3 Bone Party, 2 Memento Fusion, 2 Grand Breakout, the Goblin Biker spells. And if you're wondering about that Grand Breakout, that would be the Memento Goblin. Because it says, tribute 1 monster, special 1 Goblin monster from your deck, but it cannot attack. The restriction of that does not matter at the slightest. Extra that consists of Magistus Chorozo, Fiendsmith's Lacrima, Royal Rare, Memento Twin Dragon, Predaplan Dragostapelia, Guardian Chimera, Fiendsmith's Desiree, 2 Creation Kings, one of which is glossed out, Paradise Smasher, K9 variants, be on the lookout in TCG land. If they don't hit this, go crazy, K9. Paradise Smasher is a rank 5 light fairy. For some reason, that is a fairy. XZ. That takes 2+ level 5 monsters in general to make it as a 2100 stat both ways. Once per turn during your main phase 1, detach 2 at the same time. Each player rolls a 6-sided die twice. The player with the higher total cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack until the end of the next turn. So that is absolutely gross, and I can totally see why OCG Land banned it from the get-go. And then once per turn, if either player rolls a 6-sided die or dice while this card has material, you can treat one of the results as 7. Crazy card. Wave King High Caesar, Royal Rare Fiendsmith's Requiem, SP, Moon, Fiendsmith Sequence, Appaloosa. And last but not least, with his hand, this is basically full combo. Dance for Chaos Queen because we already got Palace. Send 1. Raccoon for Queen on opponent's field. Send 2. Another Raccoon, getting Queen 5. Chaos Queen lines. Discard the 5, summon the Chaos herself. Equip with 5, summon the 7. Chaos Queen for the Raccoon, getting Crew. Scale to 2. Queen 7, hook her up. And send herself for Fox, getting Tempest. Beyond the Pendulum, pay the 12 just to get Imperm, and I already knew about giving them a queen to their field. PS2, Exceed the Pendulum, getting Fox, Exceed Reborn Raccoon, Artemis, Avramax, Dance Send the Palace, Soul Charge every last one of the queens, 3 queens for Golden, Golden getting Chaos, Chaos Angel, set 1. And based off from this composition of a turn 1 full board in terms of combo, you cannot go after any other monsters for attacks except Avramax, and you can't target a guy within card effects, and if your opponent outs it, does not target, shuffle something, and then Tempest is in the back row along with a Majespecter, so that is a Solemn Strike of Majespecters, and then Golden Queen does not target, kill something the moment your opponent activates something, and destruction protection of your queens. And on top of that, Chaos Angel enables your monsters cannot be killed by battle, and Angel is unaffected by monster effects. So essentially, you are looking at a negate out of Tempest, an interruption out of Golden Queen, and if for some reason, if they out it, does not target, shuffle, which is another interruption. Zombie World. Uh-oh. Golden Queen. Get rid of it. Weiss. Return. Twilight Lumina. Tempest. Negate Vice. And then Zombie Sworn scoops away the matchup. So guys, that's going to do it for this unique, insane spellcaster action of Majespecters alongside with Allure Queens and Ranked Duel. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And if you are a brand new or returning Master Duel player after 1 full month of missing gameplay, be sure to use my campaign code in the description below so we can gather the leftover prizes for future content. I thank you all for tuning in, and I shall say see you all at the time this video goes up, before and or after the maintenance.